Welcome to Math 1300, Nunez Community College. Today, we'll be looking at section 2.5. 2.5 is going to be graphs and equations of circles. First thing that we want to look at in example number 1 is find the intercepts, both x and y intercepts. So in order to find intercepts of any function, we look at where they cross the x-axis. And we look at where they cross the y-axis. If it crosses the x-axis in any place along here, we know one thing. We know that the y-coordinate where it crosses the x-axis is 0. This would be 2, 0. Over here, this would be -1, 0. So anywhere we have the x-axis as its intercept, the y value is 0. And anywhere we cross the y-axis, for instance right here, we know that the x value is 0. This would be 0, 3. So in the first example, they're telling us to find the intercepts, the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. So it says find the x and y intercepts of y equals x squared minus 16. Y equals x squared minus 16. Well, again, x-intercept is when what? Y equals 0. So we set it equal to 0 and we solve. This is quadratic in nature, so therefore we factor it. Also, this is a special one. It's special because it is a subtraction sign, which is a difference. This is the difference of two perfect squares. So this will be equal to x plus 4 times x minus 4. Therefore, if both of these multiply together and give me 0, then either this one must be 0, x plus 4, or this one must be 0, x minus 4. And we solve for both. X equals -4 and x equals +4. So my x-intercepts would be -4, 0 and 4, 0. That's how we find the x-intercepts. For the y-intercept, we would substitute 0 in for x, because we said anywhere along the y-axis, the x is 0. So we would come up with y equals 0 squared minus 16. Since 0 is squared, it goes away. Y equals -16. So therefore, the intercept is 0, -16. That would be the y-intercept. So the x-intercepts, we set the whole equation equal to 0 and solve. Y-intercept, we set the x equal to 0 and we solve. Okay, example number 2 is going to talk about the standard form of an equation of a circle. The standard form of an equation of a circle. The standard form is going to be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where h and k is the center of the circle. The center is where the circle is located, and it portrays out from the center. The center is going to be h, k, which notice, this says x minus h. At the center, it's h. So it's the opposite of what you see in the standard form of an equation. And the k is the same way. It says minus k, and k is the y coordinate of the center. And then we have, of course, how big the circle is. That would be known as the radius. And the radius here is going to be r. This is r squared. R is the radius. R is the radius. So in the next example, which is example number 2, it's going to say identify the center and the radius of a circle with equation x plus 2 squared, plus y squared equals 9, Well, we said that the center h, k is what we're looking for here. So remember, the center is the opposite of what we see, so that's going to be -2, comma, well, y minus k, there is no k. If there is no k, then the answer is 0. So -2, comma, 0 is the center of the circle, and the radius is the square root of what is in the equation, the square root of 9, which equals 3. So the center is -2, comma, 0, and the radius is 3. In example number 3, they want us to take the center and the radius, and they want us to write the equation. They want us to take the center and the radius and write the equation. So it says, write the equation of a circle in standard form with the center of 0, comma, 4, and the radius of 7. The radius of 7. So we're going to have x minus h. H is going to be 0. So we just put x squared. Plus y minus k. That's k. That's minus. So therefore it's going to be y minus 4 squared equals 7 squared, because r is squared. We're not going to leave it like this. We know what 7 squared is, so we're going to rewrite it as x squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 49. This would be the standard form of the equation of the circle with a center of 0, comma, 4 and a radius of 7. And finally, in example number 4 says find the center and the radius, just like we did on the example number 2. But it also says to graph it. So we're given a center and a radius, and we're given an equation, x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 4. This is our equation in standard form. They want us to find the center, they want us to find the radius, and they want us to graph. So when we graph, it's going to be on a coordinate plane. The center is the opposite, so therefore -3, comma, the opposite, +1, and the radius is the square root of 4, which is 2. So now we have all the information that we need. We'll go to point -3, comma, 1, -3, comma, 1. I'm going to label it -3, comma, 1. And our radius is 2, which means we're going to go in all directions, all 4 directions, we're going to go 2. We're going to go 2 up, we're going to go 2 down, we'll go 2 to the right, and we'll go 2 to the left. And from here, we're going to join the join the points in a circular motion. This would be graphing the standard form of that equation of a circle. That concludes section 2.5, which is graphs and equations of circles. I'll see you at the next one.